hit back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Yeah, that money.
Yeah.
He's been about control. He's been about making sure that things are his way. Us, as the media members, know it because of how his behavior has changed.
Skip, I think Floyd just looked. Floyd, you done made enough money.
Big news has rocked both the sports world and financial circles. Two of ESPN's biggest stars, Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe, recently revealed some shocking information about Floyd Mayweather's finances during a segment that quickly went viral on social media and cable news. The analysts shared what they claim is solid proof of a huge hidden debt behind Floyd's picture-perfect image of wealth and success.
It ain't enough because one thing matters to him and one thing only, and that's him being recognized as the greatest of all times. Well, you're not, in my book.
Instead of just defending Floyd's financial record, the two commentators argued that beneath all the luxury cars, expensive houses, and a lifestyle that seems too good to be true, there's a massive financial burden that could change how people see him. The discussion mixed sharp financial analysis with the bold and direct style both analysts are known for. Stephen A. Smith, who's famous for his tough critiques of sports figures and business leaders, said that something about Floyd's wealth didn't add up. He suggested that insiders had uncovered hidden debts liabilities that, if revealed, would spark a serious conversation about how Floyd has been running his finances.
I thought long and hard about this over the last few hours because I had no intentions, Molly, of talking about this at all.
Yeah.
He clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it.
Stephen A. Smith based his analysis on a deep dive into financial documents and insider reports, which allegedly show major differences between Floyd's public image of wealth and the reality of his private finances. According to Smith, Floyd's business deals like big real estate projects and endorsement contracts have been partly funded by borrowing money, which has been steadily adding to his growing debt. Smith pointed out that you can't build that kind of extravagant lifestyle without loans. But the way these loans are set up seems designed to hide how much debt Floyd is actually carrying. He suggested that what seemed like smart financial moves might actually be a cover-up for much bigger debts than anyone expected. Shannon Sharpe, known for his honest and blunt opinions, added his thoughts, saying it's rare for a celebrity of Floyd's status to keep up the appearance of endless wealth while quietly dealing with such massive debt. He pointed out that this wasn't just one or two mistakes, but part of a bigger pattern, suggesting that Floyd might have been using shady financial tactics to hide his growing money problems.
I'm sure he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view
Right.
to watch him box up.
And so the lure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that a YouTuber. A YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't.
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
No, they-
So he doesn't see like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
What?
oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like,
The bombshell revealed by the two ESPN analysts comes from what they describe as a detailed investigation into internal communications, bank transfer records, and financial statements that were previously kept from the public eye. The evidence points to a situation where major financial transactions, which were supposed to be part of legitimate business deals, were structured in ways that allowed for serious gaps between the reported assets and the actual debts. In one particularly shocking example, Sharpe allegedly referenced documents that indicated large amounts of money were funneled through middlemen whose only purpose seemed to be hiding the true origin of the capital. According to the analyst, this tactic was used to create an illusion of financial success and stability, when in reality, the numbers showed a delicate balancing act that could collapse at any time. The fallout from this revelation is huge, especially in an era where celebrity endorsements and the high-rolling lifestyle have become inseparable from the public image of athletes like Floyd for years. Floyd has been admired not only for his skill in the ring, but also for his business sense, a reputation built through flashy media appearances, social media posts, and a carefully curated lifestyle that screamed wealth and success. But if these claims are proven true, It could mean that a large portion of Floyd's image as a successful businessman was actually built on a fragile house of cards, with huge debts hidden behind layers of financial complexity and selective disclosure.
Disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service.
Both analysts argue that this revelation should prompt regulators, investors, and fans to take a closer look at the financial practices behind celebrity-backed ventures. Stephen A. Smith pointed out that hidden debts aren't new in the world of high finance, but it's rare for them to be exposed so directly, especially when they involve someone as well known as Floyd. Sharp agreed, cautioning that investors who have put their money into Floyd's business ventures may now be facing risks they were never told about. The analyst's presentation has sparked a massive reaction, with fans and industry observers discussing it nonstop on social media, ranging from disbelief to outrage. Many longtime fans who once saw Floyd as the ultimate symbol of success and financial wisdom are now rethinking everything they believed about his business skills, wondering if it was all just a well-executed myth. Some commentators online have even speculated that the hidden debts could be tied to larger issues within the industries where Floyd has invested, especially in real estate. The real estate market has been unstable in recent years, and a hidden debt load would only add to the risks, possibly putting not only Floyd's financial future in jeopardy, but also the investments of his partners and stakeholders.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money, there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes.
Meanwhile, boxer Amir Khan has expressed disappointment that Floyd Mayweather might be facing bankruptcy, but didn't hold back, adding, "Karma's a bitch." Khan pointed out that Mayweather's flashy American lifestyle may not be sustainable in Dubai, suggesting that the former champ might have to return to boxing just to stay afloat. Khan also revealed that it's hard to keep things hidden when someone as famous as Floyd is involved. A recent encounter between Mayweather and promoter Eddie Hearn at a Las Vegas gym sparked more than just friendly banter as the two exchanged playful jabs, with underlying tension suggesting more than just jokes. Hearn, who had previously claimed Mayweather was broke and chasing exhibition bouts because of it, found himself face-to-face with Floyd, who called him out directly, saying they had already cleared the air. The exchange turned into a light-hearted back and forth, with Hearn laughing after Floyd joked about showing him his financial accounts, saying, "Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I had been his promoter." Well, Mayweather holds the record for being the highest-earning boxer in history. New financial troubles are casting a shadow over his empire. Rumors of unpaid salaries, staff walkouts, and possible bankruptcy are raising questions about the future of his money. Team enterprises. Mayweather, whose career earnings have surpassed $1.2 billion, made waves in late 2024 with a bold real estate investment in New York, buying more than 60 buildings in Manhattan for $42 million. He then joined forces with 601 companies to back a real estate portfolio worth an estimated $10 billion, including 18 office towers and over 10 million square feet of property. However, amid these flashy purchases, accusations have surfaced about unpaid wages at Mayweather's gym in Los Angeles, leading to protests and claims that the company has violated California labor laws. One employee described the situation as being silenced by the business, with workers scared to speak up about unpaid wages. Mayweather's gyms have faced financial struggles before, with one location in Elk Grove shutting down over unpaid rent. Now, with the Los Angeles gym at risk, staff members are left wondering if Mayweather is even aware of the ongoing issues. In other news, Mayweather and music producer DJ Khaled reached a settlement with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission over allegations of promoting investments in initial coin offerings ICOs without disclosing compensation. Meanwhile, the rivalry between Mayweather and 50 Cent reignited after Mayweather's appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, where he made some bold claims about his business empire.
There's a rumor that we're going to see more of you in New York. You might be getting a piece of the Giants or something.
We just don't ever know. Certain things we can talk about, but certain things we can talk about, certain things we can't talk about.
Okay, all right.
That's because, certain paperwork.
Okay.
I should say.
Okay.
If that's safe to say, I should say.
But we might see it more in New York, maybe?
Well, I live in New York.
I know. Why? Dude, by the way, I saw you bought like 40 apartments or something.
Well, no.
I think you bought New York. I mean, oh my God.
I didn't buy New York, but I feel like everyone should own a piece of the earth. And I feel like you can't go wrong with New York real estate. If you know how much money you got, you really don't have no money. So if you know how many buildings you got, you don't really have no buildings. So I think I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. And in I think 99% of my buildings are in New York City.
Wow.
50 Cent couldn't help but burst into laughter on Instagram after seeing a post, joking, lol. Champ is the richest special ed student. He went on to imply that Floyd Mayweather doesn't really understand his own financial situation and doesn't even know how many houses he owns. Oh wait, I think Champ thinks he owns those buildings, 50 wrote, adding that Floyd had been misled out of his money. He even joked that Mayweather doesn't realize that if he lives in New York, 58% of his income would be taken. Although Floyd had already shared his side of things in an audio clip, 50 couldn't resist mocking him further, posting an AI-generated image of Mayweather in Pinocchio's outfit with a ridiculously long nose to hint at dishonesty. 50 Cent also posted a news article about his own business ventures, sarcastically saying, "Hey, I notice when I post about real business it gets less likes, but this is what you should like." He continued to stir things up, writing, "Let's get to that." As mentioned before, 50 Cent and Mayweather have a long history of financial disputes. According to the US Sun, their feud began after Mayweather allegedly failed to repay a $2 million debt to 50 Cent, which came after the rapper helped support Mayweather during his time in jail in the early 2010s. Despite their ongoing tension, a video recently circulated showing Mayweather proudly showcasing his luxury cars, including two new Rolls-Royces parked outside the Champion Motoring showroom. The video highlighted the car's opulent interiors, one with deep blue upholstery and a starry ceiling, while the other featured a daring yellow interior and a dashboard packed with premium features. The narrator of the video remarked, "New additions to the fleet," as the camera zoomed in on the car's mileage displays and intricate details, showing off Mayweather's love for luxury, with just one Rolls-Royce costing over $500,000. These new additions easily pushed the value of his fleet past the $1 million mark. Mayweather's fondness for luxury extends to his watch collection, which is valued at an astounding $100 million. Among his most notable pieces is the $18 million billionaire watch, a diamond-encrusted masterpiece. He also recently added a Rolex Daytona Eye of the Tiger chronograph, valued at $400,000, to his collection. A video of him making the purchase of Benny the Jeweler's store in New York went viral, with Mayweather proudly announcing, "The money man is back. I'm here in New York City with the one and only Benny the Jeweler. Benny, tell the people what you sold me today." Mayweather is known for showcasing his wealth, posting pictures and videos of his luxury cars, expensive watches, and private jets. His constant display of lavish living has sparked debate about whether it represents true financial security or is a sign that he may eventually face financial trouble. Floyd Mayweather has responded to accusations of financial instability by flaunting his $20 million watch collection. But YouTuber Jake Paul agreed with fans who believe Mayweather keeps fighting in exhibitions because his finances are exhausted. Paul stated, "Floyd Mayweather is broke. That's what a lot of people don't realize. He gets these big checks and doesn't pay taxes on them. Then the IRS comes hunting him down later. He owes a lot of people I know money." Meanwhile, 50 Cent has reignited his decade-long rivalry with Mayweather, mocking him on social media after Floyd made bold, seemingly unbelievable claims about his business empire during a Tonight Show appearance. 50 Cent posted a comment on Instagram saying, "Lol, Champ is the richest special ed student," and further implied that Floyd was unaware of how many properties he truly owned. 50 also added an AI-generated image of Floyd wearing Pinocchio's outfit with an exaggerated nose, hinting at dishonesty. The animosity between the two stems from an old financial dispute. where Mayweather allegedly failed to pay 50 Cent $1 million after the rapper helped him. During a stint in jail in the early 2010s, despite their tensions, Mayweather recently posted a video showing off his new luxury cars, including two Rolls-Royces, with opulent interiors that showcased his love for high-end luxury. One car featured deep blue upholstery with a starry ceiling, while the other had a daring yellow interior, further emphasizing Mayweather's penchant for extravagance. Each of these cars was priced beyond $500,000, bringing his total car fleet value to over $1 million. Beyond cars, Mayweather also boasts a $100 million watch collection, including the $18 million billionaire watch and a $400,000 Rolex Daytona Eye of the Tiger. His social media is filled with lavish displays of wealth, including luxury cars, private jets, and timepieces, perpetuating his image of affluence. This constant display has sparked debates about whether it represents true financial security or signals the potential for an eventual downfall. Critics argue that Mayweather's incessant flaunting of his wealth could become a financial risk, fostering unsustainable spending habits that might threaten his long-term financial stability. Financial experts warn that this lifestyle could create a facade of prosperity that masks the reality of his financial situation, which may be in jeopardy if he continues to live beyond his means.
It kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old to feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, actually start researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50 who, like I said, he got a burning vendetta against Floyd.